Psalm 105 is one of those epically long psalms, so we haven't got time for it all. And time's quite important in this psalm, which is why we're gazing at a clock. But let me read to you the first 8 verses. I'll give thanks to the Lord, call upon his name, make known his deeds among the peoples. Sing to him, sing praises to him, tell of all his wondrous works. Glory in his holy name. Let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice. Seek the Lord and his strength, seek his presence continually. Remember the wondrous works that he has done, his miracles and the judgments he uttered, O offspring of Abraham, his servant, children of Jacob, his chosen ones. He is the Lord our God. His judgments are in all the earth. He remembers his covenant forever, the word that he commanded for 1,000 generations. The psalm is packed full of wonderful themes that you find in the presence of God. His faithfulness, his ferocious protection of his people, his commitment to provide, how powerful he is, how he is always willing to rescue, and he is the great joy giver. And right at the beginning of this psalm comes this great invitation, but I think also is a command that must lie at the heart of our prayer lives. Seek. Seek. Seek the Lord and rejoice. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his presence continually. That seeking isn't just to be kept for our times of prayer, but is meant to be a continual posture and approach to life. Seek the Lord in every moment of your life. Down through the years, the saints have called this practicing the presence of God. And what I want to ask you this morning is, how do you take the time you have been given, and how do you practice within it the presence of God? Frank Laubach talked about the game of minutes, how he made it his heart's desire to limit the amount of minutes that went by without him at least remembering and being awake to the presence of God. How many minutes go by in your life without an awareness of his presence? And how could you change that? Maybe it's about putting some alarms on your phone to remind you to stop and be awake. Maybe it is about the creating of prayer times throughout the day that you just don't miss. Maybe it's about physical reminders that are put in your way to remind you of him. Maybe it's about accountability to other friends or members of the church who could say to you, are you practicing the presence of God? Is it about developing new ways of praying, like the Jesus prayer, which is a prayer of the breath that you pray constantly in the background as you go about life? Or maybe it's booking in times to praise, who knows? But we have been given precious amounts of time to use for his glory, yes, to use in a variety of different ways, but also to use to seek him. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his presence continually.